want our children to be smokers?
Smoke weed every day.
No. Aaron Maurice, I heard you.
Better than tobacco. Go ahead and say it's not. I dare you to say it's not.
No, it's not. And vaping is illegal in some countries. For example, if you vape and you go to Thailand, don't take your vape with you because it's illegal in the entire country. You'll be arrested. Don't do it. Vaping is not better for you. Just don't smoke anything.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, dear gods. Don't you have better things to spend your money on?
Weed.
Airline tickets, low.
Weed gets you high. You don't need airline tickets.
I love a pee.
It's true. I mean, how high do you need to be?
30,000 feet.
You can be 30,000 feet without leaving the ground.
But then I don't go anywhere.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, Lord.
If you get that high, you might go somewhere.
Hey, it's legal in what? 30 states now?
But
More than half the country, I think.
But we don't live there.
I'm just saying, in the United States right now, the same country that told the entire world that it was a Schedule I drug and that it should be illegal for them to sell it, like to export it into the United States, and they have this whole drug war that started with weed, and all of a sudden now they're going to start making it legal in all these states. Eventually, when it gets to it will get to a tipping point where federally they won't be able to do anything anymore.
Well, if there are 30 out of 50 states that...
But I don't think, like I said, that may not be the point. But at some point, it would be like, we can't put these people in jail when it's legal in all these states, and but they're gonna have to, that's a congressional thing. They're gonna have to do something.
Illinois, the most recent one, and they are releasing anyone who was arrested on marijuana charges.
I think it was marijuana of a certain amount without any violent crime attached.
Yeah.
And I think they were letting those people go because why were you holding them in the first damn place?
It was weed.
I know.
What are they gonna do? Go to sleep?
Get the munchies?
Right.
I mean, even if they're selling it, I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? People with the munchies buy food.
Right.
What? Don't get me started on the weed. All right. What else do I have? Shopping at the mall and not buying versus buying online.
Oh.
For some reason, I'm walking around the mall and I can't spend any money.
Look, we walked in all those places. We're walking through the supermarket and I see all this stuff that we could use, especially for the move, or that we're going to need when we move. And I just kept saying, I don't want to carry it. Because we walk. We don't have a car. We walk to the mall. We walk home. And I just kept saying, I'll order it online. I'll go to Amazon. Because I don't want to carry it. So Prime Day comes, I'm going to order a few things.
This Prime Day comes, that's
tomorrow. I'm going to go put things in the cart today.
Oh God, you're way too, I think you're a little too excitable.
So,
well, Prime Day.
The only things that we bought at the mall were things that I can't really buy online.
Okay.
I don't want to carry it.
I get it.
It's just a pain in the ass.
Thank you.
But also, when you're sitting at home and shopping online, you can do it like that. Like, ooh, I need a tape measure. Tape measure. Ooh, Keegan wants this. It's dangerous.
This is not a good thing.
It's danger. Now I know why you didn't let me have the Taobao.
It's the same problem. It's the same thing. I think what I was getting at was it's harder for me to forget the carrying part, to spend the money standing there with a card at a cash register buying something than it is for me to use that same card and buy it online. That's the thing. For some reason, it's like the process of buying. Like when we went to the store in Michigan, same thing. It's the idea of standing there, putting your stuff on the thing, they ringing it up, and then you give them some kind of money or card or whatever, and then you walk out with a bag. This is the whole process.
Feels weird.
I don't like it.
Yeah. I think we've been so far removed from it because we really haven't done that in 8 years.
I mean, we kind of did,
not
but we did it
in
with
little
cash,
like,
and we did it with
little
like vegetables and stuff like that. Markets. Like, markets feel more normal than going to like a big box store or a Chedraui or whatever and buying things and carrying it home. Even I don't think having a car would matter. It's just like the whole process, the getting a cart, the walking around, the putting things in it, and then taking it to the front and having to pay for it and walking. That whole thing, what we used to call shopping, I can just sit at my computer or sit on my phone.
Yeah.
You know, or be on my tablet or my iPad or whatever, and just I can do the same thing.
Yep.
Get the same stuff, and
you actually get a wider variety too, because instead of having to go to this store for this thing and this store for that thing and blah 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 blah, you're just
it's weird. I don't know. There's something about that process. I don't get it. I don't know why it feels like something you don't want to do.
I think for us, well, it's for me. I don't have to deal with a language barrier either.
You don't have to interact with anybody else either.
Right. Which, in China, that's how I learned to speak Chinese. And speak Mandarin was constantly having to go to the markets and in the morning, and you know, anytime I wanted to shop, I had to learn how to speak the language. But here, I don't feel like it. Like I don't want to have to bounce from store to store to store to store to try to find what I need, and they may or may not have my size. And forget it.
Yeah. There's something about shopping. Shopping has changed to the point where it's just like,
well, and as a result,
especially when you have Amazon.
As a result, they're having a retail close down in the States. Like Payless is closing, Sears has closed, JCPenney's is closing a bunch of stores. All kinds of major brands that have been around for as long as we can remember, they're now closing because people are shopping online. Even Toys R Us, they closed, and now they were still doing online stuff, and now they're coming back again. I think next year they're going to open some more stores. But more people were doing online shopping than in-store shopping, and they just couldn't.
Yeah, the whole idea of I sit at my computer, I order a thing, and then I what are you doing? Oh, I sit at the computer, I order something, and then I get in my car, drive to the store, and pick it up there. Oh, damn that! This is why Amazon is such a better option. You have not done anything with your own head. No. Oh God, beware that I did not sanction that.
You need to put a little.
Oh, dude, pull it back or something. Seriously, no, seriously, pull it back. It's not cute.
It's not meant to be.
No, it's bad. It's like you got like bad. You got baby kids' daughter's hair. Pull it back. I'm not kidding. Please. No, just pull it back. Right here, right now. Pull. Oh. Fix it.
I can't fix it.
I cannot continue recording this. Just pull it back.
That does not work.
Oh God. It would if you pulled it back. Oh
no.
That's I don't know what to say about the boy's hair. It wasn't me. Dude, why would you let yourself be seen in the world like that? Like even at home on your own. How could you even be alive looking
Not
that
see
way.
by myself.
Yes! Mirrors are real. See? That's what I'm saying. It's bad. Come on, man.
I think in our house we only have, what, 3 mirrors?
We need many more. We need to have, wherever Aaron is, we need to have a mirror that looks right back at him. Just facing him. Like take his desktop setup and have a mirror just right behind it. So every time he does like this or does like this, he's looking at himself because...
And I say it all every day. You do something with your hair. You need to wash your hair. You need to do your hair.
Your problem is you say it every day.
And he doesn't
That's
do
your
it.
problem. No, that's your problem. You say it every day. You just say it, and everybody else goes on about their business.
What am I supposed to do? Take the 17-year-old, 6-foot-tall
Say it with me, people.
giant?
Say it with me, people. Beat up. I told you. If you got to pull Isaiah Thomas, do it.
Jump up and
What?
like a bitch. That's better.
Maybe.
Kind of, not really.
What? Come on, what? Let's go. If you're coming over, let's go. You don't have to.
Hair.
You're supposed to wrap it into. Yes, it does. Hello, headlocks for a long time.
17 years.
What are you talking about? Of course it works. Much better. Now you don't have like a weird
Frollo?
diagonal triangle of a forehead thing you had going on. I don't even know what that was. Bangs that come down like this. Who even does that? And why were you having bangs in the first place? No, it's not okay.
I never.
And he got rid of the chin.
He doesn't like it. Like
Chin
that.
hairs.
Apparently you guys have this thing where it gets so long it starts itching.
You guys.
Men?
It's called, men.
Men? I've never heard that
Oh,
before.
man.
My dad had a full beard my whole life.
Did he scratch at it?
I don't know.
Yeah, he probably did.
I don't know. I pulled
Because-
his face a lot.
No, I'm saying just the hair itself. Even if you have a beard, that's why you have a beard brush. Because you're
I never saw my
constantly...
dad brush his beard ever.
He had to do something, or else it would have been locks. He had one big lock coming off his face. Like it would have matted, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I've
So
never
he
seen
probably did something. He probably combed it or something. He had to.
I don't
If
know.
not, it would have been locked.
There was a time when his beard came to his chest.
But it would have been locked. It would have been matted. He goes to sleep every night. It wouldn't have stayed separate hairs. It would have stayed in that shape if he never did anything with it. He had to. Anyway, but yeah, it's something about, like, I don't know if it's the follicles or just, like, especially me, like, even to do this, it's like painful, and you feel it, and you need to kind of brush it, and it helps with the skin and the dead skin and the
massaging the follicles.
yeah. It's like brushing your hair, I guess, on top of your head. It's not really that different. It's just you're more used to having that than this. Because this was here from the time you were little, and this came in adolescence.
Got you.
I mean, if you're in your 20s, you've had more time without hair on your face than with hair on your face.
Right.
Anyway, enough about grooming. Sure. I got nothing for you, man. Alright, if you want to follow us, you can follow us on the YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts. We are the Traveling Farrs. If you like the Instagram or the Twitter, Traveling Farrs. If you like the email, travelingfarrs@gmail.com, and the blog space, the travelingfarrs.blueberry.net. No E's in the blueberry.
Keep it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.